Quran Surah 4 verse 34 states, Men are the protectors and maintainers of women because Allah has made one of them excel over the other, and because they spend out of their possessions. Thus righteous women are obedient and guard the rights of men in their absence under Allah's protection. As for women of whom you fear rebellion, admonish them and remain apart from them in beds and beat them. Then if they obey you, do not seek ways to harm them. Allah is exalted, great. Now the Quran clearly states to beat women, but you will find many translations stating beat them with the addition of lightly in brackets. Even though the Quran never says lightly, anything you see in Quran translations by any scholar that is placed within the brackets means it is not in the actual text of the Quran. Below is the progression of steps to be followed when dealing with a rebellious wife. First step, admonish them. The husband is to verbally admonish her. Second step, remain apart from them in beds. If the first step fails, the husband is to sexually desert his wife. Step 3, beat them. If both measures above fail, the husband is commanded to beat his wife. Let's look at a hadith that shows how badly women used to get beaten up. Narrated Ikrima, Aisha said that the lady came wearing a green veil and complained to her, Aisha, of her husband, and showed her a green spot on her skin caused by beating. It was the habit of ladies to support each other. So when Allah's messenger came, Aisha said, I have not seen any woman suffering as much as the believing woman. Look, her skin is greener than her clothes. Sahih al-Bukhari 5825, Book 77, Hadith 42. When the body is hit severely, the skin turns green. Many Islamic scholars shamefully defend wife beating in Islam by lying that a woman should only be beaten with a toothbrush without causing injury or leaving a mark. As shown in the above hadith, Aisha, the wife of Muhammad, confirms that believing women are suffering, indicating that many may be affected by their husbands severely beating them. Remember, in Islam, after the Quran, Sahih hadiths are considered the most authentic sources. Let me share another hadith from Sahih al-Bukhari. Narrated Abdullah bin Zama. The Prophet said, None of you should flog his wife as he flogs a slave, and then have sexual intercourse with her in the last part of the day. Sahih al-Bukhari 5204, Book 67, Hadith 138. In this hadith, Muhammad does not forbid wife beating. Rather, he didn't want women to be beaten as severely as Muslim slaves were. It is evident that Muhammad allowed for women to be beaten, just not as severely as slaves. This is a troubling way to address the issue. Sandra McKay, in her book The Saudis, comments on the amount of beating that goes on there. Page 138-139 says, Women survive by totally placing themselves in the hands of men. It is in this basic relationship of master and servant that a woman's physical needs are met. Restlessness is repressed. Obedience is security. Islamic wife beating in Spain. Spain has had significant problems with its Muslims. Here a Muslim cleric was sentenced and fined for publishing a book that teaches wife beating. On January 14, 2004, Sheikh Muhammad Kamal Mustafa, the Imam of the Mosque of the city of Figueroa, Costa del Sol, was sentenced by a Barcelona court to a 15-month suspended sentence and fined €2,160 for publishing his book, The Woman in Islam. In this book, the Egyptian-born Sheikh Mustafa writes, among other things, on wife beating in accordance with Sharia law. Please subscribe and share this video with any woman considering Islam. Also, Watch these other videos to learn more hidden aspects of Islam. Thank you.